Nature is so soft and so beautiful, and I've always admired nature. And unfortunately, nature doesn't have a will of its own and can't protect itself from money hungry people whose goal is to destroy nature. If only the silent voices and silent screams of trees breaking and crashing to the ground can be heard, is only when people will start to care. But the sounds of chainsaws and trucks and trees breaking and crashing to the ground continue to go unnoticed. I'm Daniel Guzman, and my topic today is deforestation. I like to say that I am a college student who has done research on deforestation, and I hope I am able to spread awareness to college students and people in general who haven't read my source of material and who are interested in my topic, and I want them to be able to make an informed decision on where they stand on the issue I discussed today. And the main point I'll be discussing throughout my speech today is carbon dioxide and how it affects the world and how it relates to deforestation. My second point will be wildlife, and my third point will be selective logging. I like to start off by defining deforestation. Deforestation is the clearing and thinning of forests done by humans. Simple. I like to state that if we were able to stop deforestation, this will allow us to create a better world, a better place. This will allow our forests and jungles to flourish, to grow, to increase, because deforestation comes with so many negative effects and aspects. So if it was able to come to an end, our forests and jungles will quickly increase and we will quickly see positive outcomes. Deforestation is one of the largest global land use, and deforestation, of course, has been affecting our world very negatively, if that's the ecosystem, biodiversity, and climate change. I'd like to start off with throughout history, it's always been humans versus something. In this case, it's humans versus the environment. And I like to start off with my first point, which is the release of carbon dioxide. Since deforestation is a massive global issue, it's going to come with massive global consequences. Stuart L. Pym, which is a professor of conservational ecology at Duke University, states forests sequesters carbon in the form of wood and other biomass as trees grow, taking up carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. When trees are burned, their carbon is returned to the atmosphere, and it's, of course, dangerous. And it's a greenhouse gas that has potential to alter global climate change. And the trees are no longer present to absorb carbon dioxide, which of course refers to deforestation contributing to climate change. My second point is wildlife. Deforestation, of course, has a massive impact on the wildlife. As Stuart L. Pym again states, most tropical forests such as Amazon have the greatest has the greatest group of animals and plant species of any ecosystem ever. Perhaps two-thirds of Earth's species live in these forests. As deforestation continues to proceed and increase, it only has potential to allow them to become extinct. It allows them to get more exposure, allows them to be less hidden, and of course it's not great. And this of course will have a huge impact on the wildlife. Removing forests is removing wildlife. And my third point I like to state is selective logging. Selective logging is another huge aspect on deforestation. PIMS defines selective logging as increasing the flammability of the forest because it converts as closed, wetter forests into more open, drier ones. This, of course, leaves forests and jungles more vulnerable to wildfires because they're more dry, they don't have the nutrients to be wetter or to protect themselves from wildlife. Instead, they are more vulnerable to wildlife. As as a conclusion, as deforestation continues to release carbon dioxide, decrease wildlife, and selective logging, it is also, if that continues to increase, our forests and jungles will unfortunately be extinct as well. I know a lot of people are probably not against deforestation because they're gonna brush it off. They're like, oh, our jungles and forests are massive. They can, like, we need to destroy it. We need to destroy our forests to get what we need. But that's not true. But on the positive note, deforest lands are being replanted in certain areas. Many replanting efforts are done by non-governmental organizations and the United Nations, and it's also funded by the United Nations and many other non-governmental organizations. And I like to state that deforestation is a massacre, and it's always going to be a massacre, no matter how you put it. Um, Trees are lives. They deserve to flourish. They can deserve to grow. They deserve to be well lived, just like we are. Thank you.